Woman falls in love with deformed dog. Four-footer Lucky wasn't very lucky in his life at all, as all of his owners neglected him and nobody wanted to adopt him. Lucky has a facial deformity and was born at a puppy mill. The four-footer wasn't popular in shelters, and he was simply given away for free time after time. He had a number of different owners, but none of them properly took care of him. He ended up with a family in Austin, but his new owners neglected him once again. Because the family's cats didn't get along with him, Lucky was forced to stay outside 24/7. He was tied to a tree, didn't have enough food or a decent place to sleep, and he certainly couldn't count on some attention or love. The family was planning to move and made the decision to get rid of Lucky altogether. They contacted a shelter in the area, and volunteers were already looking for a new place while Lucky stayed at the family's place until they moved. The shelter found one family who was willing to take him in, but it didn't take long before they returned Lucky to the shelter. The pup was left behind and neglected once again. Luckily, one post on social media changed everything. One of the shelter's volunteers took Lucky out to get him some grooming, and she had the idea to post a couple of pictures of him on social media. That post eventually reached Jamie Holt, and she instantly wanted to meet this adorable pup. It just happened to be somebody in my dog rescue world, so right away I contacted him and said, "I want that dog. I don't even want to foster it. I want to take that dog," Jamie told I Heart Dogs. Unfortunately, Lucky's medical situation was quite severe because of his malnourishment and constant neglect. The pup didn't even have a microchip, and he was filled with fleas and heartworms. Even though it wouldn't be easy at all, Jamie most definitely wanted to take him at all costs. Thanks to Jamie and the volunteer, Lucky finally found his forever home. The woman recalls that it was a tough period for both of them, but Lucky made a full recovery and is now completely healthy. He almost didn't make it. He was in the oxygen tank for a week. I ended up spending like $8,000 for treatment to get an MRI just to see what was going on because he was so infested. He was like skin and bones. It was a touch and go, and we almost lost him once. I said to my vet, "I don't care for this particular dog. Just do whatever you need to do and I will pay whatever it is. Don't hold back." And he made it. He's healthy. He's in the free and clear. Jamie also decided to give Lucky a completely new start and second chance at life by giving him a new name, Botox. The reason I called him Botox is because he clearly looks like he needs some Botox, and that's okay. We appreciate beauty in all forms, and the dog bill costs me a fortune, which is the reason I don't have Botox. It's been more than a year since Jamie took this cute pup in, and his constant smile says more than 1,000 words. He's quite an active four-footer and absolutely adores the water. Jamie also expanded the family with 2 new pups. Jamie has received some remarks about the dog's facial deformity, but she doesn't care at all and loves him for who he is. When I first got him, I really wanted him to be associated with people, but people kept asking me about his face and they would laugh at him. I was like, "Don't worry, go ahead and laugh." I started making ties for him, just so it would offset his face and just maybe the tie would draw it in where he's cuter, where he's not as scary. The thing about Botox is that he's extremely smart. He is happy. His face is a deformity. It literally changes every day. It really mushes to one side, or one day it's pointy, one day it's full and squishy. His face changes so often, he really doesn't look the same every day, she said. Botox is now an incredibly loving and affectionate dog who's always well behaved. He also takes good care of his younger sister and is always ready for the adventures that life brings. "I'm so grateful I got Botox, and we still rescue and foster," Jamie concluded. He's fostered kittens. Botox is good with anything. He's good with kittens, baby skunks, cats. He'll watch a tarantula for an hour. He's very intrigued by everything. For him, everything is exciting. Such a heartwarming adoption story.